Hey everyone, how's it going? Go over this month in review with you. Want to go over to this video to the breakout to 400 a few weeks ago, and just start out with a little clip here. A lot of pressure. If Apple, and here's another way, even if you're not trading the data, just know if Apple comes up to this 400 and just gets destroyed, comes back down to 390 in one day, know why. This is why. This is okay. So that little clip just explains it perfectly. Knowing why Apple's trading the way it does helps you out so much. So of course these are real prices we're seeing, but they're not true pricing. These are Apple's mispriced right now due to options. So just know that. Do not freak out. Oh, Apple's going to 300. No, that is not the case. Just you gotta hang on and wade through it. Go over the month in review. I'll kind of start big and go small. So here's what this is just a screenshot. It's from a few weeks ago what the December open interest looked like. For the most part, 385 was your highest put open interest and 400 was for your calls. And for the most part, this is what it looked like. So now let's see. Here is a monthly chart. And November 21st is when the December was the first day it started trading as a front month. And so Apple's down here at 363, 365 area, and everyone's saying Apple's going to 320, much, much lower. How's that possible? So Apple's down here at 360, 365. And Apple, people are saying, the media and everybody, that's going to 320. That's not what the options market sure is saying. It's saying, no, you're coming up this way, buddy. And what in reality happened? Apple came up here and expired 381, just like the options market said that it would. So just again, if you're not even trading it, just watching, more than likely it's gonna be coming up this way. And I've seen this again and again, and that's what happens. So more or less, that's the month in review. And I guess too, real quick. So I had so this would have been your 80% range, and I had the 380 all month as your 98% range, just to back off a strike and give yourself, a little bit of cushion, because what if this breaks, then this one will become your new highest open interest, and this is you saw it perfectly. 380 was your 98% bottom, and 380, happened to be it. So, and if you even want more safety, come down here to the next one, or this 370. So if this breaks, then this one breaks, then this will become the highest. If that breaks, this will become. So use this any way you want, but that's why I do that. So in this case, you needed the, if you sold puts for, risk type trade on the put side 4 weeks ago, you'd want to use the 98% range. Now let's come to a 5-day chart here of the week. And so let's go to the monthly. Okay, so 380 now. It just recently changed this week sometime. 380 is your highest open interest on your puts, and 400 is on the calls. And what happens all week? Doing that breakout to 400, we got up to 396 something last week. That's as high as we got, and it came crashing back down. So once again, 400, it's not going to be going up above that level. And here on this Wednesday, this is when you had oil and gold sell off 5.5%. This was, a unique day for Apple. Funds needed to raise cash, so they started selling off Apple. That's why it came crashing down. Notice, though, what level it doesn't go below, really. It doesn't go below. In intraday moves, it can come all the way down here for all you care. You just care about where it's going to expire, or that's what the options market cares about. And so it holds that 380 level the whole time. So once again, and then finishes above it. So, you're seeing this over and over. The options market will tell you, how Apple's going to trade. Now, I thought down here in some of the comments, I thought we were going to go more to the 385 area and come in here. But what I'm noticing now is with Apple, you almost have to go just daily with it. On Thursday, let's go to a chart. On Thursday here, you had on the 380 strike for volume, not open interest, volume. you had 50,000 contracts on a Thursday trading on both those strikes. So it is not going to be moving from 380. And that's why you have it up here at 385 and shoot right down to 380, because that's where all that volume was trading. And then over here, you had 60,000 yesterday volume on the 380s. It's not going to be moving from there. And so you're almost taking, it's getting to almost daily. You have to watch it now. But that's why, it just gets pegged right to that 380 strike, because it's just massive volume. Before, even a month ago, you're only getting like 10,000, maximum trading a day on a strike. Now you're getting 50,000, 60,000. That's insane. So, I mean, if that kept up, Apple's not going to budge forever. But don't lose hope. What we have here is, let's go to a weekly, and this is fully updated with this will be going into Monday's trading. And so now, finally, what do we have here? Looks like people are finally getting bearish. And if you come up to the frames page, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Whenever you get this, and this is on a very small level, but it's still a good sign. You're having people come all the way down to 370 now, and people are kind of stopped, they're not buying as many calls. That's a great sign. People are fed up with just giving their money away. And so whenever you get that, the stock will go away from the highest open interest strike, just like all those 400s and the 420s. It went as far away as it could go. Same thing with here. It's going to go as far away as it can go this way. And so that's a good sign. Now, we have some unique times with the European news and all that stuff, so you got to see, but for the most part, that's a very good sign. Okay, now let's go to a January chart. And so we have 400 up here is huge, up at 80,000 contracts, and the puts are sitting down here sub 40,000. So by the looks of this, Apple is not going to be budging from 380. It's going to sit at 380 for the next 4 weeks, and that's what's going to happen. This is where Apple Pain comes in, me, this site, and how we differ. We're going to dissect the options market, not just a simple open interest max pain. Oh, it should finish in this range. No, this is where these January options have been sitting since 2009 up here. Everyone is buying these 400s for the last 3 years. These are stale, some of these. And so what's going to happen, there's two different things. There's manipulation where commercial funds want to keep Apple under this strike. There's a side of options too where people close these out. It will cause selling pressure. So there's two different things. We can throw away the manipulation side of the 400 because my JJo right here. This is going to be probably advanced, so probably get confusing for some. What this is, and you're not going to find this anywhere, this is, higher tech type stuff. So what we have is, ever since this is going for the last month, this is what has actually been added to January options. Notice we have the puts, 380 puts. People have been buying them like crazy. We have 30,000 contracts have been added in the last month. That is a great sign. And look how bearish people have gotten. 370 calls people started buying. And if you go to that frames thing again, you want to see that. That is a great sign. So so we have the 405s. People are starting to buy up. Now those 400s, manipulation you're not going to have, because Wall Street already has huge profits on those. Those are old positions. It doesn't matter. Those aren't there in reality. That 400, you can kiss those goodbye. They're invisible. And then when people go to close those out, where is that thing? So now the only thing we have to contend with is when people close these out, it will cause selling pressure. That's the only thing we have to contend with. But here's the thing. We have earnings coming up, and like you have seen, retailers love to hold on to their options until the options die. That's what they do. These will not close out because earnings, is after this expiration, and they will just hold them up. So you will not have selling pressure from these closing. People will not close these. and you will not have where am I here? You will not have Wall Street manipulating it below 400 because there's nothing sitting there. There's nothing there in reality. So that's how you look at this, and this is a great sign. So right now, Wall Street's not going to let it go under 380. No way. This, whatever, someone's going to have to take a hit, or these were just completely hedged. Don't worry about these. This is not saying Apple's coming down here. This is saying Apple is going this way. With Christmas time coming up, half of Wall Street gone, European, I don't know, are they debt problems, all this stuff? You may have some hiccups along the way, but in the bigger picture, Apple will be going higher. And yeah, that is about it. So on this weekly stuff, it still may hold Apple in. So Monday, Tuesday, it may run up to here and then kind of get knocked down, or it may just keep going. We'll have to see. But don't worry about any downside. The downside's protected. Earnings is coming. I think it's going much higher. So, all right.